Hello friends, our today's topic is bubble sort. It is one of the basic sorting technique in computer science. To understand the bubble sort, if you have a knowledge of any of the sorting technique other than bubble sort, it will help you. But if it is your first sorting technique, then no need to be worried. We can consider it as our first sorting technique. But if we are trying to compare it with other one, so the selection sort is somehow similar to the bubble sort. In selection sort, we trying to find the minimum element first and then we store it into the first position of the array. But in bubble sort, it is exactly opposite of the selection sort. We trying to find the maximum element of our array and try to sort it, try to place it at the last element, at the last position of the array. And what we do in the bubble sort, we try to compare the adjacent item and swap if they are not in ordered. Not in ordered means, let's suppose we are trying to sorted our array in increasing order. So if data, the two elements that you are comparing are not in that order, so we will consider it is out of order, that is unordered. If data already in that form in which we are trying to sort the data, then we consider it in order. So what happen when you compare the element, adjacent element, so the maximum element reach to the end of the array after many comparison. But it is not the way that your array will be sorted. It needs many passes. But in one pass, one element will sort, that is 100% true. So in another pass, the next element will sort. In this way, we need to apply many passes. Just look at this figure. In this figure, we are comparing 77 and 42 and we are finding they are not in ordered. What does it mean? Because 77 is greater than 42, if we are trying to if we are trying to sort this array into in increasing order, so we need to swap them. So they are swapped. Now now this bubble window will shift by one element like this, and here we are comparing 77 and 35. Again we are finding it is not in order, so we need to swap again. Now the window will shift. We are trying 77 with 12. No, it is not in order, so swapping will done, and it is the resultant one after swapping. Now the window will shift by one element, and here we are finding the comparing element are already in order, so there is no need to do swap. Still the pass one is going on, and we need to shift this window to the last pair of our array, and here data is not in order, so we need to swap. So what we are checking, the 101, which is the largest amongst the entire array, is placed at the end of the array. But out other than 101, all rest of the elements are not in order, not has been sorted yet. So what we need to do, we need to repeat this process, because 101 has been bubbled from the position 5 to position 6. This is known as the, that's why this algo is known as the bubble sort. Now the pass 2 will start, and it will start from the again from the element 1. So 42 and 35 will compared, swapping will done, and so on. And after that 77 is the largest element amongst the all rest of the element will be stored at position number 5. In the past 3, 42 will placed at position number 4. In the past 4, 35 will placed at position number 3. And in the past 5, 12 will placed at the number position number 2. The smallest element will automatically placed at the position number 1. What we can see, there are total 6 elements, so we need to perform only the 5 passes. So that's why uh, we need to require maximum n minus 1 passes if we have total n elements. Each of the pass, the number of comparison will reduced by 1. Like in the pass 1, how many comparison we need to perform? For the first pair, one comparison; for the second pair, second comparison; for third pair, third comparison; for fourth pair, fourth comparison; for fifth pair, fifth comparison. In the second pass, we need to perform only 4 comparisons. In the third pass, we need to perform only 3 comparison according to this particular diagram. Every time the number of comparison are reducing by 1. So how the passes are increasing, but the comparison in each of the pass is decreased by 1. In the last pass, only one comparison is needed to do. This is the algorithm of the bubble sort. It is a turbo C version of the bubble sort. Look at the algorithm. We are having n number of element of array A. We are having few of the variable like pass, j, flag and temp. We will discuss this variable, we will discuss later, the flag one. All rest of the variables we need to do in this, we need to use in this algorithm. So we need to perform total n minus 1 passes if number of elements are 1. So we have started pass is equal to 1 is going less than equal to n minus 1 and pass plus plus. Because the array index starts from the 0 in the C language, so that's why we have started the inner loop of with the index 0 for j variable, and it is going to the end of the element, end of the array. Every time it is increased by 1, because every time as the pass will grow, the number of comparison will reduced by 1. So that's why the condition, exit condition for this loop is n minus pass. Initially the value of the pass is 1, so it will be n minus 1, then it will be n minus 2, then it will be n minus 3. So the total number of comparison will reduce by 1 after each passes. And here what we are doing, we are checking our pair is unordered or ordered. If it is unordered, then what we need to do, we need to perform the swapping. This is a normal way to apply the bubble sort, and it is 100% true. In maximum n minus 1 passes, your element will be sorted. But what happen if data is already sorted? So in bubble sort, we can improvise the previous algo that what we have discussed, and we can stop little early. Let's suppose after pass 2 our data has been already sorted, so there is no need to perform the pass 3, no need to perform the pass 4. And in any of the pass, if data is sorted, so there is no need to perform the any other pass. Always remember this. But if we are using this algo, it will always work with n minus 1 number of passes. It will never see or check whether the data has been already sorted or not. So what we need to do, we need to introduce the concept of a flag. A flag is a kind of variable which will look at the any pass, which will look at in the any of the pass if swapping has not been done in any of the pass. for all comparison. What does it mean? It means the data, all pairs are in ordered. So data has already sorted, so there is no need to perform any other pass. So to implement this, we have taken a variable flag is equal to 1, and we have put this flag under the condition of the outer loop here, sorry, here. And whenever the control will enter into this outer loop, we have again reset the flag by 0. Okay, now coming into this inner loop, let's suppose in this inner loop, wherever the comparison are performing, if no swapping is done, that means this condition will always fail. This condition is always fail. The value of the flag will remain 0, and value when you will go back to the outer loop, and this flag has already become 0, so this loop will not execute further, and the control will exit from here. And if any of the in any of the pass, like suppose this condition become true, means we need to perform the swapping, so it control come inside of this if, and we reset the flag again, and it becomes 1. So once the flag is 1 in this inner loop, it will remain 1. It cannot be reset to 0. It will remain 1. So if any one swapping is done in the entire pass, so we need to perform the second pass also, next pass also. But if our flag is 0 in the whole pass, no swapping has been performed, so flag never become 1, it will remain a 0, and when it will go to the outside of the loop and comes to the exit condition, so the loop will terminate. So we said that this is the improvised version of the bubble sort. What exactly it impact on the complexity? So if it is a normal bubble sort, so it always give us the complexity of order of n square in all three cases. But if we are talking about the improvised bubble sort, so in the best case, wherever the data is already sorted, the complexity has reduced to order of n. But in rest of the cases, it will remain as order of n square. Thank you very much. I hope I am able to clear you the bubble sort. If any doubt, you people can post it into the comment section. Thank you.